Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are good and safe at your homes and taking good care of yourselves and your loved ones. Okay students, so this is your English lecture and this is your video lecture 1 for the week 9. And today we are going to start another tense of grammar, that is present perfect continuous tense. Yes students, so today we will start this tense. So in this lecture student, we will talk about the use of since and for. So student, one thing to keep in mind is that these type of tenses uses a time reference. And for showing that time reference, we use since and for. Okay, so in this lesson, we will talk about that where can we use since and where can we use for showing the time reference. Okay. Yes, now before starting our lecture, we will talk about our success criteria, or you may say the learning goals of our today's lecture. So students, at the end of this lesson, you all will be able to understand the formation of this tense and you all will be able to use them effectively in your own sentences. And you will also get to know about how present perfect continuous tense operate. Okay? Now, yes, there is a warm-up activity for you, or you will say that these two questions are your mind initiator questions. The first question is, why is we use perfect continuous tense used? Yes, why perfect continuous tenses are used? Can anybody tell me? Yes, quickly. And can anybody tell me how many types of perfect continuous tenses are there? Yes, hurry up. Okay, mind map. The perfect continuous tense usually emphasizes on duration of an event. Yes, students, the time of any event, the time at which the action has been taking place. Okay, so you may say that perfect continuous tenses usually indicates the duration of an event. And there are three types of perfect continuous tense according to the time phase: present, past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. So according to the time phase or the time of any action, there are three types of perfect continuous tenses: past, present, and future. So now we will start our main topic. Yes, what is the formation of the present perfect continuous tense? Yes, the formation is the sentence is subject followed by has and have. So class, keep this thing in your mind very clearly that wherever the word perfect is used, we will use has and have if it is present tense. Yes, in present perfect tense, we always use has and have, and for the word continuous, keep this thing in your mind that we will use ing with the first form of verb. Yes, students, you have to be very careful about this formation that for present perfect we use has and have, and for the continuous thing we use ing with the first form of verb. So as a whole, you may say the formation of main verb of present perfect continuous tense is has, have, been plus first form of verb ing. Okay, has, have, been, verb plus first form of ing. This is for the perfect tense and this is for the continuous tense. Okay, yes, so we were talking about the formation that has, have, been plus form verb ing and the time reference. Yes, students, in perfect continuous tense, we always use a time reference because as I told you earlier that such type of tenses are used for indicating the duration of a time. So the duration of the time is indicated by using since and for. Now we will talk about the types of subject. There are two types of subject: singular subjects and plural subjects. In singular subjects, we place he, she, it, or any single name. And for the singular subject, we use has. Now the plural subjects are they, we, or two or more than two names, and for the plural subjects we use have. Now there is an exception that as I and you are also considered singular subject, but the exception is that with I and you we use have. So students, keep this thing again in your mind that with you, I and you, we use have, not has. Okay? Now how to make a positive sentence? Yes student, we all know that there are three types of sentences, which are positive sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. Okay? Now first of all we will talk about the formation of positive sentence. In positive sentence, the formation is subject, has, have, been with the first form of verb plus ing and the time reference. Now here are some examples for you with the respect of singular and plural subject. Hina has been singing a song since morning. Now look at the formation. Now first of all look at the subject. The subject is Hina. As it is a single person, so it is our singular subject. And I told you earlier that with the singular subject, we use has. So the main formation of the verb is has been singing. Has been first form of verb plus ing. Singing a song since morning. So for the time reference, we have used since and also mentioned the time as well. Now the next example. They have been singing a song since morning. So here they is the plural subject and with they we have used have. Okay. Now the formation is they have been singing a song, then the time reference since morning. Okay. So this is the formation of a positive sentence. Now the negative sentence. Yes, student, in the negative sentence, for negative we always use not. And the formation will remain as we used in the positive sentence, but for negative we just use not. So we will add not after has and have. Now look at the example. Ali has not been playing cricket for a week. So Ali is the singular subject, that is why we have used has. Then for the negative sentence we will use the not, then have been playing, and then at the end our time reference. Okay, now the next one is I have not been playing cricket for a week. Okay student, so I is also considered a singular subject, but I told you earlier that there is an exception that with I and you we always use have. Okay, so I have not been playing. So for not, as it is indicating the negative sentence. Okay now, yes, our last sentence is how to make an interrogative sentence, or you may say how to make a question sentence. In question sentences, students, we use helping verb in the start of the sentence, and our main helping verb for the perfect continuous tense, for a present perfect continuous tense, are has and have. So the formation is helping verb in the start, followed by the subject, then been, then first form of verb plus ing, showing the continuity of the action, and at the end our time reference as it is a perfect tense. Has he been making noise for 2 hours? So now you will look at your subject. If your subject is singular, then you will use has, followed by the subject, been making, then noise, your verb, and at the end your time reference. Now look at the next example. Have you been making noise for 2 hours? So here the subject is you, as it is also singular, but I told you earlier that it is an exceptional case, so we will use have with it, and at the end our time reference. So students, this is how we make positive, okay, negative, okay, and interrogative sentences. Now, where to use the present perfect tense? Now you will get to know about the usage of present perfect tense. Yes, this tense expresses an action, okay, that started in the past and it is still continuing to the present. means any action that was started in the past and it is having some effects on the present as well. For example, I have been traveling for few years. So he started this action in the past and still he or she is continuing this action in the present as well. So for such type of action we use present perfect continuous tense. The past actions which have their effects on the present as well. Okay, now I have been traveling for few years, as I told you earlier that at the end we will mention our time reference. Now the next, for the things that happened in the past but it is not important when they happen. Again, such type of tense is used for the past action which is either continuing in the present and either they are still in the progress or still in the continuity, but you don't know when they happened in the past. She has been visiting her aunt a lot. So here you don't know exactly when this action happened or when it is used to takes place in the present as well, but the action is still in the continuity. Okay? She has been visiting her aunt a lot. So you may also say in such type of actions there is no time reference, but the action is still in the continuity. Okay? For the things that are annoying, they have been playing loud music all the night long. For such actions which takes place for a definite period of time, or you may say for a long period of time, and the actions you may say are annoying, like playing the loud music. So for such type of action we also use present perfect continuous tense. Okay, students? Now, as I told you earlier that for the time reference we use since and for. Now where to use since and now where to use for in a sentence for referring the time reference. Now there is some more information for you. The words for and since are used in the sentences where the speaker wants to talk about something that started in the past and continues into the present. It means that you are knowing the time reference. Right? You may say you are knowing the duration of an event. So when student you know the duration of an event, so for referring the duration or for mentioning that duration of any event, we use a time reference, and for such purpose we use for and since, or you may say for showing the continuity of the action. Now where for is used and now where since is used. For is used when specifying the amount of time, or you may say for how long the action was taking place or is taking place. Since is used when specifying the starting point, when the action started. Okay? So for is used for specifying the amount of time, you may say the length of the action, and since is used for specifying the starting point of the action. For is used in every sentence. Means you can say that for can be used in different tenses, in perfect tense or in a present indefinite tense, but since is used in two types of sentences only, perfect continuous and perfect tenses. So keep this thing in your mind very clearly that since is only used in perfect tenses, or you may say perfect continuous tenses. Okay? Now, here are some keywords for since and for. As I told you earlier that since is used for pointing the time and for is used for referring the length of the time. Now, how you can use since or where to use the since. Since is used with the morning, evening, afternoon, with any day of the week. Since is used with any day of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Since is used with, as I told you earlier, the time phases of a day like morning, evening, night. And it is also used for the year as well, for the years as well, like 1968, 1947, Or you may also say that since is also used for any definite period of time. Yes, student, since is used for the definite period of time. And the definite period of times can be weeks, days of the week, or time of a day, means the 3 phases of a day, and any year. You may say the number of the year. And for is used for the length of the time, or you may say for is used for any indefinite, in which the time period is not defined clearly. Indefinite time period, in which the action is not defined clearly with respect of time. Like for 2 hours. Now these 2 hours of any of the day means the 2 hours of the morning, 2 hours of the evening, 2 hours of the night. For 2 days. Now these 2 days can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now here this for the indefinite period of time we use for several years. It can be 5, 6, 10, not specific time. For half an hour, for 20 years. For you may say that for is used for any not non-specific time. Okay, students? Now, example, Ali has been watching movie since afternoon. So the afternoon is clearly defined as a definite period of time, and for such we use since. Ayan has been swimming for 2 hours. Now these 2 hours can be of the morning, evening, and after or night. So these 2 hours are not showing any specific period of time. So therefore we have used for with it. Okay. Now student, there are some video links. You will watch these videos for your better understanding, and it will also help you in memorizing the concept more clearly. So now, after having the idea of the concept, this is your task time. So students, your task is that you will do the exercises of page 84, 85 and 87 on your copy. Now there are some notebook maintenance rules that you all know. We draw margin line on every page of our notebook, and when we write date and day and homework with the blue marker on the top of the page, then we underline job headings and questions with the blue marker, and the writing should be very neat, because students, you all know that a good handwriting reflects your personality, and you have to keep your notebooks throughout the term in a good condition. Then at the end, draw an ending line. Okay, now student, this is a review time, or now we will wrap up our today's lecture. So it was about present perfect continuous tense, and we talked about 3 types of sentences: affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. Affirmative sentences are positive sentences, negative sentences, and questionary or interrogative sentences. So in positive sentences, we just use has, have, been plus ing. In negative, we use not, and interrogative, we use question mark in the end and helping verb in the start. Okay, now the use of for and since, that we use for showing the duration of time, like for several months, for 4 weeks, for 2 days, for 10 minutes. And we use since in the starting point or to point out the time, like since 2011, since Monday, since Tuesday, since yesterday. So this is how we use for and since. Okay student, I hope you have understood the concept very clearly. Allah Hafiz. Thank you. Take care.